This podcast is about entrepreneurship, spirituality, and self-care. My name is Lourdes, and I am the host of the show. Thank you for listening today. Hey there, friend. Welcome back, and thank you for tuning in again to the 8th Level Podcast. And for those of you who are listening to me for the first time, welcome. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about something I've been doing for quite some time, for many, many years. I do meditate every day, and majority of those times I meditate with some type of music in the background. I'm into sound frequencies, sound baths, and actually today I'm going to be talking about sound frequency and the Schumann Resonance. Have you heard of the Schumann Resonance? Are you wondering what on earth is that? So let's explore it together, gently and curiously. And first, let's start with the basics of sound and vibration, because everything in our spiritual practice comes back to energy. You already know this on some level. And when you light a candle, say a prayer, or sit in meditation, you're working with subtle energies. Sound is one of the most powerful ways to shift those energies. Different frequencies can help calm your nervous system, raise your vibration, release emotional blocks, and even support physical relaxation. Now think about how a beautiful piece of music can make you feel peaceful, or how the sound of ocean waves instantly grounds you. That's frequency at work. In the spiritual and healing communities, we talk a lot about solfeggio frequencies like 528 hertz, often called the miracle tone, for transformation and DNA repair, or 396 hertz for releasing fear and guilt. There are others too, like 432 hertz, which many feel is more in harmony with nature than the standard tuning we hear in most modern music. And I had a podcast, I think it was podcast number 172 back in October of 2025. I podcasted about 432 hertz, so you may want to listen to that sometime. Anyways, these are not just new age ideas. People have used sound for healing across cultures for thousands of years. From Tibetan singing bowls to Gregorian chants to Aboriginal didgeridoos. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, when we intentionally listen to or create specific frequencies, we can entrain our brain waves into states that support meditation, deep rest, creativity, and even that beautiful alpha-theta bridge where intuition flows freely. Now, let's talk about something even more foundational, the Schumann Resonance. Have you heard the name? I did not know much about it either until I started researching it, about how our bodies connect to the Earth's natural rhythms. The Schumann Resonance is often called the heartbeat of the Earth. It's a set of extremely low frequency electromagnetic waves that exist in the cavity between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere, that layer of charged particles way up in the atmosphere. These resonances are created and constantly excited by lightning strikes happening all around the world every single second. It was predicted and mathematically described by a German physicist named Winfried Otto Schumann in 1952. He was studying the electrical properties of the atmosphere, and he realized there would be these natural standing waves at specific frequencies. The fundamental main one is right around 7.83 hertz. There are higher harmonics too, around 14 hertz, 20 hertz, and so on. But the 7.83 hertz is the one most people talk about. Why does this matter to us spiritually? Because 7.83 hertz sits right in the range of alpha brainwaves, parentheses 8-12 hertz, close parentheses, and the upper end of theta, which is parentheses 4 to 8 hertz, close parentheses, okay? These are the brain states associated with deep relaxation, meditation, creativity, and that lovely in between space where we receive guidance, feel grounded, and connect more easily with our higher self. Many researchers and spiritual teachers suggest that human beings evolved in relationship with this natural frequency, that it acts like a tuning fork for our biology and our consciousness. When we're disconnected from it, living in cities with lots of artificial electromagnetic fields from Wi Fi, phones, and electronics, some people believe we can feel off or whacked out or whatever, anxious or out of rhythm. And on days when the Schumann resonance spikes, which can happen during solar activity or intense global events, sensitive folks often report feeling more emotional, energized, or even experiencing headaches or sleep changes. It's like the earth is shifting and we're shifting with her. Does it work? Science is still exploring the exact mechanism, but there's growing interest in how these natural frequencies influence our nervous system, sleep, mood, and even cellular processes like calcium signaling. Some studies and observations link alignment with Schumann frequencies to better stress resilience, improve heart rate variability, and enhance meditation experiences. And of course, more research is always needed, but many of us in the spiritual community feel the benefits firsthand when we use common grounding practices, spend time in nature, or listen to recordings tuned to these frequencies. So, how can you work with this in your own practice? Here are a few gentle ways I love. Spend barefoot time outside. Walk on grass or earth. This is one of the simplest ways to reconnect with the planet's frequency. And listen to Schumann Resonance recordings or 7.83 binaural beats during meditation. There are plenty of free ones on YouTube. Just search and find what feels good to you. Incorporate sound healing tools, singing bowls, tuning forks, or even humming or chanting Om, which many say vibrates close to these natural tones. Track how you feel on days when you prioritize this connection versus days when you're glued to screens. Notice the difference in your energy, clarity, and intuition. As someone building a spiritual practice or thinking about turning your gifts into a business, understanding these natural laws is powerful. When you help your clients feel more grounded and aligned with the earth's rhythms, you're offering something truly valuable. It becomes part of your unique medicine, Whether you do readings, energy work, coaching, or create healing tools. Friend, I want you to remember you don't have to chase every new frequency or gadget. Start simple. Tune into your body, tune into the earth, and let the rest unfold. The Schumann Resonance reminds us that we are not separate. We are a part of this living, breathing planet, and our heartbeat is supporting us every moment. And if today's episode stirred something in you, I'd love for you to try one small practice this week and let me know how it feels. You can always reach out. I read every message. And if you're looking for personalized guidance on your path, come visit me at mediumlourdes.com. I'd be honored to support you with an intuitive reading. Until then, take care of your beautiful energy. Breathe with the earth. I'll talk to you soon. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast, and please share this episode with your friends. Please subscribe, rate, and review this episode. Thanks for listening.